In a courtroom already filled with tension, something shifted. During the ongoing Senzo Miwa murder trial, accused number 2 Bongani Ntanzi did something no one expected. He didn't just answer questions, he confronted the prosecution, and when he did, the courtroom atmosphere changed completely. Today we are breaking down the moment Ntanzi dealt decisively with Advocate Baloyi and why his emotional response may become one of the most talked about exchanges in this trial. At this stage of the trial, Ntanzi was under cross-examination. The advocate seeking clarity was Advocate Mnisi. Mnisi was not attacking, he was clarifying. He referenced earlier proceedings from March 5, 2021 at the Boksburg Magistrates Court. That was the day Ntanzi's legal representative raised concerns about alleged police torture and mistreatment. According to Ntanzi, the magistrate had instructed that assistance be provided, but he says nothing ever happened. No help, no follow-up, no accountability from the prosecutor's side, which is Advocate Baloyi. And when this topic resurfaced in court, that's when everything shifted. Let's take a look.
Now, you went on to explain that the magistrate had an interaction or engaged the lead prosecutor, in this case Advocate Baloyi, and requested him by way of an order to assist you with regard to the report that was placed before the magistrate by your legal representative, Mr. Nkwana. Do you still remember that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, you went on to say yesterday now that you were still waiting, or after Mr. Baloyi actually received that information, nothing happened, and you have not received the assistance that the magistrate requested that you should be assisted with. And my observation to you, of you, was that when you said that, you showed a very sorrowful face. What prompted that sorrow look on your face? That's just my question in this regard.
Usenkantolo ukuthi izolo mangivela lelo daba lwekholo luhlekile yena so bengalinda umuntu omdala ngaka ngathi khulunkulu eserious kanje yena ahleka.
My lord, when that matter came up yesterday, he laughed. I did not expect such an elderly person that when something so serious is being mentioned that he would laugh.
Please, my lord. I don't know whether we should engage in such character assassination. I don't think what the accused is saying is true, my lord. And I'll just leave it at that.
I, Abu Baloyi, have got no shame. How can you just stand up and say, I think? Ntanzi is saying while serious allegations of torture were being discussed, someone on the prosecution side was laughing. And he points towards the direction of Advocate Baloyi. He's saying you were laughing and you are objecting to stand up and say, I think. Damn. Now, whether that laughter happened or not, that's not the point right now. The point is perception, because in court, perception affects credibility. And then he brings up torture. He says they were assaulted for something they did not even commit. That's not small. That's not emotional exaggeration. That's a direct allegation of police brutality tied to a murder case. Let's keep it going.
It's because I was looking at him. As I'm standing here, Advocate Mnisi is asking me, Advocate Baloyi's colleague is laughing on the other side. Which then means that it's a party, it's something good, it's something nice, that we were assaulted by the police for something that we knew nothing about. But in isiZulu they would say that if you grate the corn, it does not go up. The mealy or the corn doesn't go up, it goes down.
Nyembeza ngayiwele phansi angifuni ukuqambela mama.
As you are laughing at me and hurting me, I don't want to tell lies to you. I don't want to lie to you.
Lo phezulu
My tears.
uyongiphendulela. Mina ngithandaza uNkulunkulu uyongiphendulela.
This right here, my tears are not going to waste. That's not just emotion, that's positioning. Ntanzi is doing something very strategic here. Whether consciously or emotionally, he frames himself as a victim of torture, a man mocked for his suffering, a believer in eventual justice. And when he says, "One day my prayers will be answered," that hits differently. Because now he's not arguing law, he's arguing morality. He's speaking to the public. He's speaking to anyone who feels the system has failed them. This is powerful courtroom optics. And then the isiZulu proverb about maize falling down when grated. What's the translation? What goes around comes back around. That's not a threat, but a warning wrapped in faith. Now watch how the prosecution reacts.
Is the accused really given the platform to utter such threats, in an open court? We make the submission, my lord, that it's improper, and that this should stop here, my lord.
Immediate objection from the prosecution side. They say it's improper. They imply it borders on threatening. And then a key moment. Mr. Mnisi asked for an adjournment. Why? Because the atmosphere changed. It was 12:41 p.m., about 20 minutes before lunchtime adjournment. But instead of pushing forward, they paused. That tells you something. When a courtroom becomes emotionally charged, continuing cross-examination can backfire. Because if Ntanzi continues in that state of emotional rhythm, he may deepen sympathy, and sympathy in a high-profile case like the Senzo Miwa murder trial is powerful in the court of public opinion. Let's step back. What happened today wasn't evidence, it wasn't forensic debate, it wasn't confession analysis, it was psychological warfare. Ntanzi did three things. 1. He reinforced the torture narrative. 2. He suggested insensitivity from the prosecution. 3. He positioned himself as spiritually grounded and patient. Now, here's the big question. Does emotion equal innocence? The answer is not necessarily. Court decides on facts, not feelings. But public perception, that's a different battlefield. And moments like this can go viral because people connect with visible pain more than procedural arguments. The prosecution will likely return focus on facts and contradictions. But today, Ntanzi controlled the emotional narrative. Let me know in the comment section, was Ntanzi being genuine or was this strategic courtroom emotion? With everything that is happening, one thing is certain in the ongoing Senzo Miwa murder trial. Today was not just another session, it was a moment. And moments like this shape how the public sees the entire trial. If you want more breakdowns like this, subscribe, like, and let's keep analyzing every major development. Let's meet on the next one. This is the Hot Seat Say.
Welcome to the fire where the stakes ignite, where the questions burn hotter than the night. No escape once you're locked in the heat. This is your trial on the hot seat.